What's happening, y'all? It's me coming back at you again with another vid. First things first, congratulations to Vasyl Lomachenko and Jorge Linares. They both got together and make the fight to make the fight possible. It is official. It's going to go down on May 12th at Madison Square Garden on ESPN. So Oscar De La Hoya, has given up ground and decided that has agreed to the fight will have to take place on that date on ESPN. And the reason being is because, quote unquote, according to this report here, instead of being on HBO, the replay, the agreement is that if the fight were to happen on ESPN, the agreement is that that fight would not broadcast on the same night as the replay of Golovkin and Canelo 1 on HBO. So that was the reason why Oscar had agreed to have the fight take place on ESPN rather than HBO, because I believe Arum told Oscar, and this is only paraphrasing, I'm just only assuming based off this language in this article here, is that Arum told Oscar and said, hey, look, here's the deal. My fighter's gonna fight on May 12th on ESPN. There's no way I'm gonna back out of that date. So it's up to you. You don't have to take the fight with your fighter doesn't have to take the fight with my fighter. But if you guys choose to go the other route, I am going to showcase Lomachenko on the same day that that HBO is going to broadcast the replay of Golovkin and Canelo. So Oscar decided to say, you know what, that's going to cut into the buys of that fight, because I believe he does get him and Canelo or Tom Loeffler and K2 get a bit of piece of the pie when the replay comes on HBO. So they didn't want to risk Lomachenko fighting on that day to tie into those ratings for that night. So that was the stipulation. So Oscar agreed to it, had the fight on ESPN, long as that fight is not aired on the same night as Canelo and Golovkin replay. So that was the deal. Okay. All right. So anyways, Lomachenko definitely deserves more credit. I know some people are going to try to find a way to not give him credit for this. I mean, that's their prerogative, but the man, even though I've criticized him, to a certain degree, based off his management's, way of handling business, of making fights happen to a certain degree, you do got to give him some respect for the fact that he is going up to a different weight class. He's taking on the number one guy in that division, which is Jorge Linares. Okay. He will be taking on him and going after the WBA title. He'll attempt to win the third title in a different weight class, which will be a new record if he wins it. I will definitely favor him to win this fight, because Linares is definitely slow-footed. Lomachenko is going to have to use his agility and his speed and athleticism and his boxing ability to outpoint Linares. Now, will he knock him out? I don't know, but I will say that I think he'll definitely outpoint him to a unanimous decision. So that's what I'm going for. That's what I'm going to predict for this fight. But if Lomachenko does knock him out, then hey, that's very impressive right here. Now, it won't be surprising at the same time, and the reason why I say that is because Linares has been knocked out before, okay? And his losses, if you look at his record, his 3 losses all came away of knockout, even including knockout losses over Salgado, Sergio Thompson, but more surprisingly, in my opinion, a washed-up Antonio DeMarco. So, and that was for the WBC lightweight title back then. Despite that, Linares has rejuvenated his career to a lot of praise, and he definitely deserves credit for that. And I'm looking forward to this fight. Definitely a great year for boxing. 2018 is starting to look better and better. It's starting to outshine 2017, in my opinion. So let me know what you guys' thoughts about this. Who do you see winning this fight? Do you see Lomachenko winning this fight, or do you see Linares winning this fight? Now, if you do see Linares winning this fight, you better come up with a good reason, a good technical breakdown on this. I'm just kidding, y'all. Let me know what your thoughts about this. I'm out. Peace. Oh, one more thing before I close this out. I just wanted to make a simple correction. ESPN actually agreed to move the fight to another date because they did not want to contradict the Golovkin and Canelo replay on HBO on the same night that I think that replay was supposed to be broadcast on I think May 5th, I believe, on Cinco de Mayo. Yeah, exactly. So I would assume that Lomachenko was going to fight on that day. But Oscar will only agree to the fight to Lomachenko if the fight will be pushed back on a later date, so that way it does not interfere with the replay of Canelo and Golovkin. So just to make a simple correction there, so ESPN actually agreed to Oscar's terms, to his demands on that situation. So yes, he agreed to go on HBO. To have his fighter go on ESPN on a different network, but at the same time, he got what he wanted. Because he realized he's probably going to make more money on the replay as it rebroadcasts on HBO rather than the Linares and Lomachenko fight. But no, let's not get it twisted. This fight will definitely do numbers. I will guarantee you that it will, because I think this will be one of the most, it is going to be an anticipating fight. Probably won't be at the magnitude as of Lomachenko Rigondeaux, because that was a fight people wanted to see for a few years now, which did take place last year. So anyhow, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys thoughts about this, and who do you see win this fight from a stylistic and technical matchup standpoint. So I'm out. Peace.